Hello, and welcome back to another video. Right off the bat, can we just ignore the fact that I haven't posted since September 2023? Anyways, so if you know me, you know I've been in school for about 5 years, technically 6 years because of a gap year in there thanks to COVID. It's been a while, it's been a bit. I've been in school for a bit. I mentioned in my first ever video that I went to school for photography, but graduating in the pandemic back in 2020 and seeing how the photo industry trends were kind of going here in Toronto, I decided to just take my time and go back to school for film and television. So that's what I've been studying for the past 3 years, and the program I was in was pretty intense. You shoot 5 major film projects: a short documentary, a short film filmed in a studio, a short film filmed on location, a PSA campaign in conjunction with some sort of organization, and finally a virtual production consisting with in-camera VFX and LED walls. So in all of that, I wrote and directed my own documentary and PSA campaign. I was the DP for a show that we shot on location, and I wrote a script for one of the studio shows. I also held a ton of other smaller roles like gaffer, first and second AC, and BTS photographer. It was all quite a ride with tons of ups and downs, but I made some really great friends and connections through this program. If you're interested, you can check out my Instagram here or my website here to see the final work and some of the behind the scenes of it. So you might be wondering, what am I doing now? Well, I'm not that different from anyone else in their 20s. I'm really just trying to figure this all out still. Being in the program took a lot of time away from my photography. But as they say, it's a cliche for a reason, absence makes the heart grow fonder. And being deprived for so long, I felt this massive resurgence of love for the art form and for my own photography. I have a ton of ideas of how to incorporate what I learned in the program into these videos. But don't worry, this channel will still stay photography focused. That is my one true love that won't change anytime soon. I'm thinking about just trying to maybe bring more critical ideas to these videos. I'm also curious about the ideas that you guys may have. Questions or topics that you would like to see discussed. I'm really open to anything. Although one big idea that I have is my own photo book, as I've never released one before. It would be a photo book to pay homage to my hometown Toronto, and I'd hope for the photo book to kind of investigate how the city's transformed and changed into what it is now in 2024. It may become clear soon enough what this photo book will look like and what the subjects will be. I'll cross that bridge when I get there. So for now, I'm just focused on what I love, taking photos and practicing the art form. And I'm really looking to bring you guys along with me. And so today, as you can probably tell by the title, we're just gonna grab some pizza and go explore the well for the first time. I've got my f100 plus a Nikon 50mm f2 loaded with some Gold 200. So sit back, grab a snack, and enjoy these summer vibes. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. time. Point, 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 please, point, point, please. Oh, I got it. Oh my gosh, she pointed. Oh my god. Photography is so fun, guys.
Build it into existence.
Yes, photography is so fun, guys. Horizontal. 3 frames. Square. She left. Oh, but this person? What?
I'm excited to see them.
Me too. It's so funny if they're all. Puppy? I still have, yeah. End.
And
End. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that segment. I figured I'd just recap some of my favorite shots and my overall experience at the well. First shot of the day, classic warm-up shot. If I'm being fully honest, I haven't been shooting as much as I'd want to recently, and I can definitely tell I'm rusty. It's an okay image, nothing too special, and obviously this being my first time at the well, I needed to explore a little bit more. I didn't know where the best spots were, and this is not really one of them. I'm really excited to highlight this image. This photo might be my favorite from the roll. It's funny, you can actually hear me in the POV footage complain that the shot's going to be overexposed. And once I got the scan back and adjusted it a little bit, it just works so perfectly, I feel like. The lighting is so nice and angelic, and the moment just really speaks for itself. And then we have the first couple of shots that I'll call the bar shots and the pointing shots. The bar shots I thought were interesting. I just wish I had a little bit of a tighter lens on. I feel like the 50mm was just a little bit too wide and showed too much of the environment. But the fact that they're there, I don't really know what purpose they serve, but they're such a cool object to kind of frame things through. And there was a couple moments that it worked, but overall, definitely a reason to go back and kind of play with it more. And then the pointing shots is just something I love to photograph. It's kind of my default action to look for when I'm getting used to a new environment. And I feel like it's just a sweet, candid moment. It's always someone who's focusing on their environment, is eager to share something they think is interesting or cool with their friend. So it's just something that's always leaves a nice, candid moment for an image. And then there was this beautiful image where both of those quirks lined up. I love this image. I think it's also because there's no one else on this footbridge, so it just left this couple in such a nice isolated moment amongst all of the hustle and bustle of like the outdoor mall around them, and it's just sweet to like look at them and just see them take it all in. I feel like these moments when you're trying an interesting technique and it lines up with something you love to photograph, these moments are what make me love photography, and it creates such a fun shooting experience. Needless to say, I had a lot of fun shooting this image. Here's some other images that I really enjoyed, just as some honorable mentions. I loved this cameraception moments with this top-down angle. I think the angle's cool, just seeing all of the motion and chaos around him as he's just stopped taking in his environment. I think this is really cool. Some really cool lighting in this one from the shadows being casted, and I also just thought his outfit was pretty cool, super clean, being all white. And finally, just another really nice moment of solitude between two people. Just love capturing that. I feel all right about this roll. They're not my favorite images ever, but there's definitely some nice ones and some real keepers too. Next time, I'd really like to bring some higher ISO films. Stop the aperture down a little bit more, capture more detail. There's just so much detail to capture in this environment that I think is so cool. And also just try to bring more telephoto lenses to see if I can get cooler lineups with those bars and just some of the interesting architecture there. The well is a really nice spot for street photography. There's lots of foot traffic, so you're guaranteed a nice moment or two. The architecture is also really interesting because of the multi-level pathways, and it leads to some really interesting, cool angles. And finally, the amazing light from the ceiling with the really cool shadows that can be casted and some of the high contrast lighting scenarios it offers. On a completely unrelated note, The pizza we got was extremely mid. If you know, you know. I'm not gonna name any names, but I was just a little bit disappointed. So I knew I had to leave the well with at least something. I'm just thankful it was these images and this video. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. I hope you enjoyed all the photography talk. If you have any questions, you can always message me at Instagram at whoiscameronrollins, or just feel free to leave a comment below. And don't forget to leave a like if you want to see more. Adios.